Yeezys, before Kanye talked about giving his cousin top, is a shoe that I wore a lot. All right, man, I got a couple treats today, packages I've been waiting for. They finally came, some for longer than others, and I just want to talk about both of them. This is a pair of Yeezy 350 Boosts, obviously the Adidas Yeezy Boosts, which have been long canceled, but have been popping up a lot on the TikTok shop by way of Chewbacca. I think it was $100 after shipping. I think $89.99 plus the shipping and handling. It took about 4 days to come, so I'm not mad at that at all. Although it's not the typical Yeezy Boost that I purchased. I want to talk about it. The box itself looks pretty much the way any other Yeezy box would look. I want to say this, as much as I like Yeezy shoes, I've always hated the boxes. Sometimes they're hard to close. This is another pair of 350s that I know is authentic. I bought retail, so I wanted to do a kind of a side-by-side in every way and have a good look at them both. There's some similarities and some differences, but we'll get into these in a few. But first, let's talk about the Yeezy Slide. This is the Slide 01. So not the new, or the slide that Adidas had made. This is a different style of slide. So I actually ordered these back in January. They were running the Yeezy Slide promotion around Super Bowl time. That was when I purchased these. These were the ones off of the Yeezy Supply website that were $20 like everything else is. And I put an order for 2 in. I'm not happy to say that it took almost 8 months to arrive, but it finally arrived. They finally arrived. I want to talk about them real quick. So being as a product coming from China, and for $20, I didn't expect a whole lot. It's essentially just a little sack here that it comes in with the size on it, a sticker that you can peel off, and you get your slides inside. That simple. Very basic packaging, didn't come with a shipping receipt or anything like that. Yeah, just kind of showed up one day. I'm wearing the shoe right now. I've actually been walking around in them a good deal just to kind of break them in and get a true feel for them before I really had a conversation about it. On the shoe itself, it just has the size at the bottom of it. No other indications of what it is at all. I don't really know how I feel about that, but I mean, I respect it at the end of the day. It's a unique looking slide, I guess you could say. One thing that I noticed about it off the bat, not just because of the packaging that it came in, but it feels like a really cheap product. Like looking at it wise, you know what I'm saying? The way it came, the way it just looks in hand, it just looks kind of cheesy. But walking around with them on feet, it's relatively comfortable. You know, they don't have a ton of soles, so it's not super comfortable. It's not super cushiony. But I mean, it does feel good on feet. Typically, I wear everything with socks on. I have put these on, my socks off. Yeah, it gets a little humid in there, so I don't necessarily suggest that. But cool product, man. For 20 bucks, I'm not mad at it. You know what I mean? I would like to see Yeezy Supply drop some more products and some other different things and not take 8-9 months to arrive. But like I say, you know, $20 is almost a value meal. So to have something that you like and that you could wear, not a bad investment at all. Yeezy Slides. Like I say, they give cheap looking at them. Well, that cost 20 bucks, so can't say too much. And I'm wearing them right now again, so can't hate it too much. 2 pairs, and they've been tested. I actually cut grass in these the other day. Next, we're gonna jump into the 350s. So this pair, again, on the TikTok shop by way of Chewbacca, the GW 2870 Mancla is what it's called. This is a Yeezy Original is what it claims to be. I want to get a look at it. We'll do side by side. We'll do some on feet. See how it feels in comparison. So, upon opening it up, this is what you have. So, the kind of skeleton inside see-through vibe is not something that I've cared for much in the past when buying Yeezys. But I'm not mad at these. It's like a melon kind of color. They almost remind me of the clays a little bit as far as the colorway goes. But a nice shoe nonetheless. Let's see what else we got in here. Got your tag on there. So it you know, there's a. The only thing I don't remember is on my other Yeezys if the tag was like this. That's a little bit concerning. But otherwise it looks good. Looks relatively good. Let's see what else. Now, typically you get some type of, you know, trinket or something inside the box. I don't see that in here. And that's all right. It doesn't mean much. And that's a typical Yeezy box, almost getting stuck. And then obviously it's, you know, you got your shoe stuff. And it's got a tag in here. It's kind of deep in there. Now that's also concerning when I think about authenticity. So there's a tag sitting in there. And that tag says, as a matter of fact, I'm gonna pull it off because it really don't matter. So I have been real reticent like to deal with the TikTok shop and Chewbacca for a long time anyway, but just because the prices, it just didn't seem, you know, sometimes when things seem too good to be true, they are. So, okay. You can maybe read what that says. It looks like Chinese, something Chinese. And the reason that concerns me on a pair of Yeezys is because some of these, or most of the other ones I've seen, claim to be made in Germany. And Adidas is a German company. And both of these have a sticker inside of them that reflects China. Also, placement of that sticker is unique. So these is a pair of, I forget what these are called, the Azures? Rafi. Now these I bought retail, shout out to JD's. And I wanna go through what the inside of these looks like and how it comes. So like I said, sometimes they come with trinkets and they don't always, so I wanna put that on there, but you know, you got your little baggie with an alternate pair of shoelaces. You also get a card like this, which I see Chinese writing on, so. What's got actually codes from all the different countries. So maybe that's saying some shoes are made in China. Let's compare the tags on them. Hate I ripped this one off. Obviously I've worn these at least once. The tags look a little different. Like I said, I don't know. I'm gonna pull this tag off. I mean, I'm not really a guy for returning stuff anyway. But I wanna show y'all the differences in the tags. Again, this is a TikTok shop purchase by way of Chewbacca. I'm not saying that it's a make or break thing, but just some differences in the boldness of the text, as well as you got some additional writing. This is the Chewbacca, and this is a retail pair. So I wonder too, are some of these like just overstock, unauthorized versions of the shoe? But yeah, it's got some different information on it. So I'll put that to the side. And outside of that, see if this one tells me what country it was manufactured in. I know like a couple pairs of the 450s I got for sure say made in Germany on them. But this one actually says made in China, so I'll accept that. I'll accept that subtle difference, that subtle curveball there. Now, oddly enough, and I know a lot of these boxes are different, but this one says made in China on the box. This one does not say made in China on the box. And this one also has a sticker over another sticker. Yeezys, before Kanye talked about giving his cousin top, is a shoe that I wore a lot. It's one of the most comfortable shoes that I think that you can buy. Again, inside of the shoe, another subtle difference is you have your tag placement right here on most Yeezys. These do not have the tag right there. I don't know if it's because this is got kind of that skeleton see-through look and it's meant to, you know, kind of hide that. But another thing is, it's a firm shoe. It's firm. It's firm. Again, I've worn those a couple times, so I'm not mad at the difference in give, but I think on feet will tell me a lot. Let's see what we're dealing with here. So that's her. On feet. Like I say, not a bad looking shoe. Now, what I will say is this in no way is not as comfortable as a shoe. It's definitely, I don't know, there's a kind of plasticky feel about it, man. Feels kind of cheese dick. But I mean, they look good. Get you some socks that complement them. Not mad at them. Got some I don't understand. Okay, that's some type of, I gotta do it side by side. Like I say, with this shoe being designed the way it is, like the material on it is not a thick material, real thin, kind of mesh plasticky. The laces kind of got like a plastic overlay on them. It's a little bubbled. Like I say, it's a cool looking shoe. I mean, it is not nearly as comfortable. And that's another thing I'm seeing too as I investigate. So, you know, most Boosts have a removable insole that you can, you know, take right out. Kind of see the bottom of the shoe. You know, you got your midsole. This shoe looks like it has a midsole. Oh, no, midsole came out. I mean, it's practically identical. All right, well, they do not feel the same on feet. And that may be just based on the design and the build of this one. I'm not mad at the way they look. If it's an authentic shoe for $100, that's definitely something I'm not mad at. Especially a Yeezy. I mean, these were $238 retail. Some of them I paid, you know, $260 to the guy I knew at the time to make sure I got the drop on them. It's kind of where we're at, man. We'll get some wear out of this. We'll put it on feet, wear it a little bit, see how we feel about it. But shout out to Chewbacca, the TikTok shop, and Yeezy.